Obviously, Mark, disappointing to say the least. But what happened?
You know what? I shot in a double leg and picked him up in the air. When I picked him up in the air, I really wanted to drive his body down into the ground. Because basically, when you're in that position, you can stun an opponent. You pick him up, you stun him, and then you can change positions. I can actually come to a better advantage. And so when I picked him up, he locked on real tight with a guillotine. And when I picked him up and slammed him, it was my body weight, his body weight, straight onto my head. And it was a flash knockout.
So you were knocked out cold for how long?
Second, literally like a second.
And when you came to, did you know what had happened, or just you were like?
Oh,
well,
I kind of figured it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of figured it.
You don't seem too disappointed.
Well, it's a freak thing. You know, it's almost like if someone had parachuted out of the sky and hit me in the back of the head. I mean, it really feels like, just thinking about it for a second, maybe tomorrow I'll feel differently about it. But when something that freaky happens, you know, stuff like that does happen in the sport. There are factors in it. You know, he won because I executed a move where I knocked myself out using my own move.
And you feel fine now?
I feel great, yeah.
So the Pride Heavyweight Grand Prix is coming up.
Yeah.
Is the Smashing Machine going to continue on?
I don't know, let me in. Or something like that.
What do you want to do? You want to fight again? Or is this it?
I tell you what, actually, this is what's great. We talked a little bit earlier about it, is that I love being in the environment, and I love the thrill. I like the anxiety. There isn't anything else out there that really does this for me. Sure, I'd love to, you know, make a run for the belt, you know, and I think that it would be, whether I won the belt or lost the belt, I think at the end of the day that I can actually hang up my wrestling shoes and say, okay, you know what? I gave it one final last push, did everything like I was supposed to do, and either won it or I didn't.
Because you don't want to end it with a freak knockout like that.
No. I'll end up fighting you in the parking lot if that's the end of my career.
Coming back, you know, the anxiety before the match,
Sure.
walking, you know, to the ring, getting in the ring. What was it like for you for the first time in a long time?
Overwhelming. And I tell you what, this is what's great about it, is that I think towards the middle of my career, it was hard for me to embrace that anxiety because it was so overwhelming. And tonight was one of the first times that I really embraced it. You know, I really felt almost like I was Mick Jagger walking out on stage, and I had all these people cheering for me. I was going to give them a great performance tonight. They're all just going to go crazy. You know, that's where I tuned into tonight, instead of that fear of, I got to impress these people and I got to do it for them. And it's not about that. It's about going out and entertaining and having a great time doing it.
So you're definitely not done?
No, I'm not done.